afternoon, everybody. This is Todd Mitchell for today, which is Thursday, December 4th. Market just closed about 15 minutes ago, and I'm looking at the ETF, the SPYs, SPY, and today we made history again, right? We made an all-time new high yesterday, and then today we made an all-time new high as well, just by a little bit, right? Yesterday's high was 208.15. Today's high was 208.26. We only took out yesterday's high by 11 cents. And then we came down. Well, first we opened up and then we moved lower in the day. We took out yesterday's low of 207.10, traded down to 206.70, and then we had a huge rally. Let me take you on a 3-minute chart and show you today's activity. All right. This is where the market opened up today. It opened up a bit lower, right? This is where it closed Wednesday. Remember, this is the SPY, SPY ETF. This tracks the S&P 500, 1-to-1, right? Spider, S&P 500 ETF, so 1-to-1. It's not a leveraged or an inverse. It just tracks the S&P. So if you look at E-mini S&P 500 chart, it is identical to this. All right? So, as you can see, the market... So again, this mirrors the S&P 500, okay? So the market opened up lower, traded sideways, and then broke down, okay? Broke down. So there's a good shorting opportunity if you want to day trade stock or ETFs or obviously the E-minis. There's a good short as the market broke down through these lows. Market just did exactly what you thought as it broke down through that low. It traded lower here and then rallied up. Not quite to where I typically like to sell, right, in a downtrend. Missed it, came down, and look at this. Retested that low, failed at that level, okay, it failed, and then ran up, okay? Ran up, and this is where the market made the all-time high. It took out yesterday's high here and made an all-time high. So, and this is where it closed today. So again, we're looking at the intraday activity of the SPY ETF, and tomorrow is going to be an important day because if you take a look at the daily chart, we've got an engulfing pattern. Even though the engulfing pattern is pretty much directionless, it's not bullish or bearish, it's neutral, closed right in the middle. Right where it closed, right where it opened, it closed. Okay, kind of like a doji bar, but it's an engulfing pattern. So there's a lot of indecision here. So I believe if the market's able to penetrate up through today's high tomorrow, I think the market could go a lot higher again. On the other hand, if the market's able to break down through the low of 206.70, I think we challenge the 205.38. I think we challenge these lows. And would provide a pretty good buying opportunity if we traded lower. But again, if it breaks down through yesterday's low of 206.70, I think we can trade down to 205.38. And then at that point, that's when you would want to look to potentially get long this market. So let's just watch and observe. One other ETF I want to discuss today is Gold GLD, the Spider Gold Trust. All right. We had an inside pattern here. We traded up through it. Today, or yesterday rather, was very close to an inside pattern. The market's starting to contract. So I would pay special attention to the extremes, which is the high 116.34 and the low of 115.61. A penetration either up through the extreme or down through the extreme, I think you can make a pretty big move in either direction. So wait for the penetration either up through the high or down through the low before entering the market. All right? Have a great night, and be sure to watch the video series that I've been putting out there. Today's video, Jeff is putting together the second video that was released today, so I hope everyone watches those videos, and if you've got any questions, post your comments inside the blog, and we'll be back with you, okay? Have a great night. Bye.